about sharing this particular one out. I just want to let you know, I don't want no smoke because you didn't share it. And then they was like, sis, you got the juice, bro, you got the juice, and you didn't give us none. I don't want you to be that friend. So I'm trying to help you. Great morning, great morning. So this morning is all about power positions. And I needed to come and talk to you guys really quickly before we start our accountability community meet up this Saturday. Man, oh, they're about to get the business this morning. They're about to get the business, but you're going to get a taste of it this morning. And so power positions. One of the things that I am super excited about this week was that we launched and released the hashtag unmuted book anthology. It was myself and 8 other women coming together to talk about how we move from tragedies to triumphs. Now, this project has been a really interesting one, meaning when you do a project and there's a mission attached to the project, you're going to come through a couple different interesting moments. And those interesting moments could have devastated us. They could have, really taken us off track, but God has been in it the whole time. And so I before doing this project, I fasted a week. Before we actually like launched the book, I fasted for a week and have been praying consistently because I knew the impact of this book was going to be so astronomical compared to any other project that I've done so far. And man, talk about power positions. So I had 2 interviews this week. I did one earlier in the week, and then I had one yesterday, last night with Dr. E. Both of them are actually in the group, so you can check them out. You can check out the replays at any time. But it was yesterday. I'm preparing, I'm going throughout the day. We've been still sharing it out because we're working on getting to that number 1 status. We're at like number 17 right now or something. So thank you to everybody who has gone and purchased the book, the ebook. It's $2.99, bit.ly/unmuted women. I'm super excited. But guess what? One of my co-authors reaches out to me because we've all been monitoring our rank. And she reaches out and like, oh my goodness, almost in a panic, because she's like, did you see the category that Amazon put us in? Now, for those of you that don't know, when you go and you do a book, you can pick 2 categories that your book can be in. Great, no problem. This category was not one that I chose. And so I found out that Amazon will have moments where they put you into categories. Well, the category that they placed the book in was occult. Now, as for this child, this woman of God, as for me in my house, we will praise the Lord. And so I immediately went in and rounded up the prayer warriors, rounded up the co-authors and said, we need to pray because we need to see what this is. I don't know if this is an attack. I don't know what this is. But let me tell you why this is so important, because power positions, I need you to understand that it's not about where you are. It's about the power that's on the inside of you. And so it's not where you are or where you stand, but it's who you stand with. I hope y'all caught that. I'm going to say it one more time for those in the back. Power positions, it's not where you stand or where you are, but it's who you stand with. And so because we have stood with God in this whole process, I said, all of that, that's not, I don't know what that is, so we need to pray. In the midst of all of this, I get a message from one of the co-authors. Hey, this organization in Wilmington, Delaware would love to have some of the co-authors come in and speak. You would speak, and it would be a group of 10 girls that you would be speaking to. Let's talk about power positions. Who did I say that this particular book was for? This book was for women and teen girls. Y'all better come on. Y'all better, I don't know if you caught the power position right there. I don't know if you caught it. If I would have stopped when things looked grim before we even published the book, I wouldn't be in this position right now. And then the opportunity came about because we published the book. And so it was brought to one of the co-authors' attention. And so we're going to work that out. You guys will hear more information about it, or I'll record it, or you know, we already have a program in place for this, power positions. Because it was a couple months ago, no, it was like a month or so ago, that I did a program and I spoke to some youth virtually and came up with the program that I was going to be presenting to the teens and to the youth. It was done, literally, just a month ago. And here it is, I'm going to be able to put it into plan now. It's not about where you stand, it's about who you're standing with. And wherever you are positioned is a place of power. Now, I don't know what you may have been going through this week, this month, I don't know, but guess what? Wherever you are positioned is a place of power because of who you're standing with. So I need you to get back into understanding that I have power positions. Somebody say that with me down below. I have power positions. It doesn't matter what's going on in the economy, in the relationship, I have power positions. God, I thank you for the power positions that you have placed us in. This has been absolutely phenomenal. So I went, we prayed, and what God said last night, this is what he dropped in my spirit as I was doing the interview. I was speaking and he dropped it in my spirit, and I said it while on the interview last night. I have dominion everywhere my feet tread. When you publish a book, that is part of you treading your feet somewhere, because you never know where that book is going to land, whose hands it's going to land in. And so my prayer has always been from book number one, it has always been that every person that touches this book, there will be a change in their life. Here I am. This is actually book number 18 for me. And I said, you know what? That was my prayer, but do I trust God? Do I trust him? And so he dropped it in my spirit. You have dominion everywhere your feet tread. This is what you prayed for. This is what you were already given, but you have dominion everywhere your feet tread. So guess what? You have dominion on that occult list. And there is somebody that will go onto that occult list and will see the book, and they were not looking for it, but God was looking for them. Y'all better catch this. They were not looking for the book, but God is looking for them. And we will be the bridge. We will be the bridge through this project. I can't make this up. I can't make this up. I can't make this up. When we talk about actually moving in divine timing and having divine kingdom conversation, I can't make this up, because guess what? Even greater things are coming. This is just the tip of the iceberg. We've already had people reaching out and wanting to be in the second book, the second volume of the book. I've already had people reaching out who want and who are like, I want to interview the co-authors of the book. I already have people reaching out who are like, oh, can we get, I want to, why? Because it has been a mission and a purpose behind it. It was not just about a book that was being put out. And so literally, this particular project has been like no other. And so I went and I said, greater things are coming. And that's not even talking about the testimonies that the co-authors gave during the 2-day book launch. Come on. That's not even talking about that. Will you step into and accept it, claim it, the power position that God has given you? Will you claim it? Because the power is already on the inside of you. Will you stand on the fact that everywhere your feet tread, you have dominion? Will you stand on that? Understand, I need you to get into your power position and I need you to own it. This has been a year where people have talked about canceling the year and people have talked about, oh my goodness, I can't wait till 2021. And listen, I know I'm excited about, don't get me wrong, I'm excited about 2021 because even greater things are coming. We've put some great things in position for 2021. But guess what? Can you work the position you have right now? Can you be faithful in the little? Ah, can you be faithful in what it is you have right before you? And when you are, watch God give you more. So I just had to share that with you guys. We're about to go hit this thing, run and do our weekend review for the accountability call. If you are not in the accountability community, I don't know what you are waiting on because they about to get this business. Okay. bit.ly/World Voice member is how you go and register to be a part of the accountability community. bit.ly/World Voice member. It's all about accountability and making sure that you are reaching your goals and taking things to a whole nother level. Can I be honest with you? I've watched the women in this community continue to push forward and make some great things happen in the midst of COVID. I've watched them start businesses. I've watched them write books. I've watched them go and start podcasts and be on interviews and get the exposure that many people said was no longer there. And so it's about tapping into something greater. You go ahead and watch on the sidelines, but we move into something greater. So I love you. I appreciate you guys. Those who are catching me for the first time, my name is Altavis Pelzer. I'm your voice manager. I unmute the voice of women who are ready to speak up about what has kept her silent for way too long. And until next time, guys, don't forget to press it out. See ya.